So, hi again today. I'm back to do a book review on Obsidian by Jennifer L. Armentrout. It's the first book in the Lux series, and it is one of my all-time favorites. So I'm here to do a quick little review about it, because I read it over Christmas, and before I started the channel, before I even considered starting the channel. So, I don't remember everything about it, but I felt it wouldn't be doing it justice to not do a review. Seeing as I am already through with the second book and I will be doing a review on that one, I want to do a review on the first one. To not spoil too much for you, it's about a teenage girl who moves to West Virginia and she meets the boy next door. And things ensue, and he's kind of a jerk, and he doesn't want her to be friends with his sister, and there's something off about them. If you don't want to know like anything else about the story, I feel like that's a really fair synopsis of the general idea. I give this 5 out of 5 stars. 6 out of 5 stars. I love this series. Like I said, I'm already in the second book, but I'm here today to talk about the first one. It is so good. It's so funny. It's so comical. The chemistry between the characters is so fantastic. And I love this series. It's amazing. And there's so many feels going on right now. It's exciting, it's adventurous, it has its scary moments, it has its serious moments, it has its funny moments, it has its moments where you're like, oh no he didn't, and it's just so good. It's so good. It's fantastic. I have nothing bad to say about this series. Nothing bad. It's all amazing. So I read this over Christmas, and so I don't remember absolutely everything that I loved from the book, but I know it was a lot. I laughed out loud to this book. I loved the dialogue between Katie and Damon. I thought that it had so much chemistry, had so much passion to it. Even when they were fighting, it was so, you just like held your breath every time that they spoke to each other. Every time that he like came into the room, you knew it was gonna be a good scene. And you know, he was a total jerk to her, but in the beginning especially, but at the same time he had those moments where you're like, there's like good guy under there, you know? And I thought Dee was so sweet. I love her character. Yeah, I just felt like Katie's character was so relatable, so realistic. I don't know, she had kind of the same kind of sarcasm and thoughts in her head that I would have, or I could easily imagine I would have in those kinds of situations. Yeah, I loved the action scenes in this book, and I thought that they were really exciting. I could not put this book down. I'm a really slow reader, and it took me 2 days to read this, like an all-time record for me. I could not put the book down. I couldn't do it. I had to stay in my room for like 2 solid days and read this. I couldn't separate myself with it. My mom was getting so like fed up with it, but I couldn't put it down. I was angry when I had to go take a shower and like eat, because I was like, no, I don't want to put it down. This series is so swoon-worthy. Oh my gosh. Like, it took me a whole like 2 paragraphs to fall in love with Damon. It took me like a whole like 2 sentences for me to fall in love with Katie. And I just thought their relationship, their bickering and their, hating each other, want to strangle each other every 5 seconds was hilarious. And they, like, they're just amazing together. And I just love them so much. And I mean, is he not like beautiful? He's just beautiful. And I mean, that's how she describes them. And I feel like they did a great job with the models because he's beautiful. Yeah, I loved it. I loved everything about this book. I couldn't put it down, like I said. It's amazing. Had so much fun reading a book. Like, I was so entertained, so, like, there were moments where I had to just shut the book for a second and just laugh because I was just like, like, it had that effect on me. And yeah, like, I love this book so much. I'm buried with it. I do. I'm not joking. I'm gonna be buried with it. I hope you enjoyed my little rant about this book. And I'm going to want to actually do a better full review of Onyx since I just finished it last night. Alright, so bye!